You're just going to keep talking, aren't you?
I'm just wondering. I don't
Listen,
know.
I got the belt. Okay. You shut up.
Are you going to take on Nyla soon?
What's up?
Nyla, what'd you think of your first pay-per-view appearance as champion?
I think it went pretty damn good. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? It's pretty sweet.
Brandi, the Nightmare Collective seems to have come to an end here. What does that mean for the future of Chicago's own Mel and also Luther?
That's a great question for Mel and Luther. Where the hell are they?
That's a wonderful question. I didn't know.
Well, you saw Luther was doing his own thing. And then there's Mel. Shaved her head, got an attitude problem. We'll see what happens with her.
Brandi, you mentioned a bit about Gold and you training. Are you going to take on Nyla soon?
God, no.
If she takes on Nyla, I will be there right in her corner. Make sure she's ready.
I have no interest in taking on Nyla. It would make zero sense giving the statistics. I would have to do a lot of matches and win a lot of matches to be able to take on Nyla. And I don't want to do that. So probably not. But maybe somebody else. Maybe he could coach me into getting into another singles of my own.
I could, and I would, yes. Definitely.
My name's Joey. I work with Ring the Belle, where we focus on women's wrestling. Since the company's inception, women's division's kind of been the most heavily criticized of all the divisions. Has there been a backstage effort to really put more focus on the women's division and improve it?
I feel like this year in 2020, like we've done some really good things. We've had some great matches, and I feel like consistently, again, especially like the last, say, 6-7 weeks, I feel like it's never been in a better position. I think Nyla, the match where Nyla won the championship, really, Nyla was in a 4-way on New Year's Day that was excellent. And there was, Rio and Statlander, I thought by no fault of their own, they did some very good things, and there were some shenanigans at ringside that I blame neither of them for. And then from there on out, I thought like a lot of the women's matches this year have been absolutely excellent. I thought Nyla, her championship win, Rio, both of them put out an excellent performance. But furthermore, trying to put an emphasis on developing more interesting things for women, which is why, in addition to Nyla's strong championship run and trying to develop contenders for Nyla, you've seen us putting a lot of emphasis on Britt Baker, and Britt Baker, a lot of us have tried to really work with Britt and make sure that she's had every chance to succeed with the chance we've given her. I think she's hit home runs, and so Britt's I feel done really well. In addition to Nyla, I was really glad to get Yuka back and put Yuka in a situation where Yuka Sakazaki could succeed. I think Shida is a really a top wrestler for us who could come in and be really prominent in the championship scene. And then we have other people like Big Swole who've come in, and I think Big Swole, as she gets more experience, can come in and work her way into the top 5 and also be a good contender for Nyla. Furthermore, Rio was really, I thought, a great champion for us, and I thought there were a number of Rio matches at Full Gear on our debut show in Washington D.C. We have tried, but the women have also done really well and hit some home runs for us. I thought there's been some excellent women's matches, especially in 2020.
How did you feel after the energy that tag match just before y'all's created? How did that motivate you or make you feel going into the bout?
I'm not gonna lie, that tag match was pretty damn incredible, right?
Yeah.
No take away from that. So riding on that high, the audience was in there and they doing the same thing. Just trying to keep them invested and have them take a minute and stop talking and tweeting about those guys for a second and pay attention to us.
Nyla, tonight you faced a competitor in Chris Statlander that's a little bit more comparable to your size than, say, the previous champion, Riho. How do you feel when more competitors coming into the field, such as maybe a returning Awesome Kong?
Like I said, I'm here to be the best. I can't put my money where my mouth is if I can't prove that. So whoever it is, set them up, I'm gonna knock them down. Kong, Statlander, give me 4 Rihos, whoever, I'm gonna knock them down.
What message do you have to the rest of the women's division?
Simple. Watch out, because I'm on top. That's it, y'all quiet? Because I'm going to go.
You think that could even give you a little bit of a challenge, make you sweat?
I'm not gonna lie, Statlander was a little bit of a challenge. I didn't account for her size. She's a big, tough girl. I think she has a powerlifting background, gymnastics. There's a lot there. She's very, very competent competitor. So I may have overestimated myself, But at the end of the day, I walked out the champion. If she wants to step up again, I'll put her where she belongs again. That's on the mat.
Your win has really meant a lot to a lot of people who see you as an inspiration right now. How does that make you feel having to carry that around now?
Everybody can inspire anybody, you know? Maybe if we just stop being complete dicks. You know, there's inspiration everywhere. If people find me inspiring, cool. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to be the best me, and right now, I think I'm doing pretty damn good.
There's been a lot of criticism about the women's division in the beginning. I think that's starting to change with the U.S. champion. How do you feel like you can continue to change that moving forward to keep progressing the women's division?
I think you're probably the smartest man in this room right now. Yeah, you're damn right. I'm trying to make a change in the women's division. I take this as serious, and I hope they step up their game and take it as serious too. I'm not gonna be someone easy who you can just mow over. They gotta come with their A game, bottom line.
AEW has been like your first cable TV pay-per-view exposure. How are you adjusting to that personally?
Week by week is a bit of a learning curve, absolutely, but I think I'm right about hitting my stride. I kind of know what to expect each week. Time change is still screwing me up a little bit when we hit those different time zones. Outside of that, I think some good things are in store for myself and for the future of AEW, let alone AEW's women's division.
There's a lot of great producers in AEW, and I know Kenny Omega has worked closely with the women's division. But do you feel like AEW should have a women's producer backstage working with the division as well, or no?
How do you know we don't?
I don't. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay, shut up.
Okay, well, am I wrong?
You might be.
Well, who's working with you all backstage?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Well, I'm just wondering.
Okay, you can wonder.
Okay. Do you have a woman working with the women's division? I mean,
You're just gonna keep talking, aren't you?
I'm just wondering. I don't know.
Listen, I got the belt.
Okay.
You shut up. Let somebody ask a good question. Okay, if not, then I'm gonna moonwalk on out of here.
Backstage, are there any female producers working with the female wrestlers, or is it male wrestlers working with the females?
I mean, like we've had Kia, but Kia. We actually, yeah, we're one of the main producers, like all along with like Kenny and myself and Brandi's worked on like promos and things. But as far as like match layout, Kia was here, but Kia's doing Glow. So Kia was like one of the main producers with the women, but while they're filming Glow, Kia's not here with us because she's I think we'll see her when we get to the West Coast for sure, because she's out there filming Glow, which is great. We knew that going in. That was literally always part of the plan when Kia came in, was Kia would be coaching in here and then she would take the time off for Glow. So we're working around it, but Kia is like one of the main women coaches.
Nyla, you spent the last few weeks as champion. What are your goals going forward, and what do you hope to see from the women's division?
I wasn't bullshitting. I'm gonna be a one-time champion. That's my goal. Nobody's taking this away. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like I said it very plainly. I laid it out there in the promo. One-time champion. This belt is mine. I'm gonna run the division. So we might want to get a second title there, Mandy, because they're not coming for this one.
There's been a lot of firsts in other companies as far as types of matches that women are being a part of. Is there something as far as a type of match that you aspire to be a part of in AEW?
I would love to develop a new type of match, something we haven't seen. I don't know what that would be. I haven't really sat down and racked my brain about it. But yeah, just having that equality, letting us take space in everything that's been there. You know, ladder matches. Yeah, that's been done. Hasn't been done in AEW. Obviously, we were the first tables match in AEW, so that's a big stride. I think that got a little glossed over, but I'm gonna tell you guys, I was in the first tables match, period, in AEW. So that's a little bit of history. Fun fact. Boop that. Cool. I'm gonna see you losers later. I gotta go celebrate.